Straight up Tennessee fam, what's happening? It's your boy Ruck in the building here live on a Wednesday, December 17th. Man, it has been a few weeks since we had a live, but guess what? We back, man. I got all the boys with me tonight. I know my boy Deal here, C2, will be joining us because we have a great by the number segment for you here in a few minutes in the show. But you see it, man. Tennessee's quarterback room. Right now, we're in what they say, into the thick of it, because we don't know who's going to play quarterback in 2026 right now. You have a 5-star in Fazion Brandon. You have a 5-star, then knocked down to a 4-star in George McIntyre, both on campus during bowl prep, working with the team, getting meaningful reps. George has a year under his belt as far as a season under his belt. And then there's Joey Aguilar, the transfer, who had a great year, over 3,000 passing yards, threw for a bunch of touchdowns, also threw a lot of picks. But a lot of those are really overshadowed, and they really don't matter compared to what he was able to do offensively as far as igniting this team to be so much better in 2025. But we await his hearing. But is Joey going to be a Vol next year? I don't know. Now we're having to wait on that. What does Josh Heupel and team do? What are they going to do? Excuse me. Are they going to wait around and see what happens with Joey Aguilar? Or are they going to see if there's going to be a better person to come in through the portal? I think we have a lot of options out there right now. And I think that we have to decide as soon as we know about Joey's hearing, what is next for Tennessee? There's about to be a whole lot of portal bidding wars, and we're going to talk all about that. And then last night, man, Tennessee volunteer basketball team. I don't know who they are. I don't know who this team is. I don't know who they are. I don't know who they want to be. But I can tell you that when they do what they did last night, they're one of the best 10 teams in the country. We get to dive into that. We get to dive into a lot of Tennessee sports news here on the midweek chat. It's your boy Ruck in the building. I got Deal, got Sale. C2 will be joining us here shortly. You already know what it is, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the midweek chat.
Tennessee's the program to keep an eye on. If you want to know which program that's not currently at the head table of college football, it's Tennessee.
Now Meshack's got to go. A fire! Jahmai Meshack wins it! He needs a strike. Burton needs a bolt. Swing and a miss! And for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball.
What is good, everybody, and welcome to Straight Up Tennessee here on a Wednesday. It just feels right, boy. Got the boy Sale, got the boy Deal with us, man. C2 will be joining us shortly. Fellas, what's good? What's really good, man? It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Just getting in the transfer portal, off season's in full rip right now, so we'll see what we get here in a minute.
That's good, man. Bowl season's upon us. Hoops are kicking off. SEC play, conference play is not that far away.
What they say, it's the most wonderful time of the year. It truly is, bro, because it's like you're playing meaningful football right now, right? Like the bowl games maybe not as meaningful as they used to be, but as far as when we're talking about the college football playoff, Alabama, Oklahoma, Friday night, like what a way to kick off the dang college football playoff, right? Like right. Here's what I will say, and we'll get into what I'm going to say in just a second. Y'all know what to do, man. It's top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, join the thing, man. Before I dive into what I was about to say, y'all, the love, the support, the like, everything. This is crazy what you guys have been doing. And I appreciate it so much. The boys, all of us appreciate that love and support. You guys continue to help see this thing through. You guys continue to blow this thing up and get it into the right people's hands. We appreciate it, man. And keep liking, keep commenting, keep joining. And as you join the channel, make sure to hit us on Instagram or Facebook at Straight Up Tennessee. We want to get y'all in the Discord. Like, so much information is dropping there before we can get it to you here on YouTube, on Apple, Spotify podcast. Hop in the Discord once you join the channel. Not subscribed, joined. 99 cents, y'all. Stop buying McFlurries and buy some Straight Up Tennessee. You hear what I'm talking about? So back to what I was saying, though. Because it just made me think about it. And hey, Dad, what's up, brother?
So,
hey, y'all, C2 quite literally is you can see he white, but he definitely operates on CP time. If y'all don't know what that is colored people time.
nah, that may be true most of the time, actually. But I was in you sent a screenshot of the new of a different code for StreamYard, so I was in that one. But apparently that was just where you were shooting the shorts. So my bad.
Yeah, that's probably what that was. Hold up, man. Before we dive in, Adrian, bro, been a member for 2 years, y'all. Like, turn me up, Adrian. Shout out to that boy, Adrian, being a member of the channel for 2 years. My man Tez in the building says, let's go. Cloud, what's up? Hey, gang. Say, gang.
Hey, say gang.
Okay, back to what I was saying, just talking about what was I talking about?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
The fact that here's what I need to change. And this is where I was going with this. I don't like rematches in meaningful games. So, like, what I mean is, like, they knew what they were doing. They were praying Alabama got beat so that they could they could put Bama as low as they possibly could to get this type of rematch, because they don't want SEC teams in it anyways. So it's like, how many of these teams can we get to play each other so that they can get kicked out? Because it just so happens that if either one of them win, they're going to have to play another SEC team to get to the chip anyways. So, like, it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, stop doing this. Like, the rematches, to me, like, cool, Bama gets another shot at them. You lost at home to them. Now you got to go to OU. OU's never hosted a playoff game. Like, this is it's going to be lit in there, bro. Like, straight up, it's going to be turned. What does Bama look like? They're going to probably come out and play the game of their lives. What does Oklahoma's offense look like? That's my question. If their offense is clicking, this could be a shootout. If their offense is trash, well, we know one thing. R. Mason Thomas is back, so he's going to be playing. He got hurt in that game, actually. He actually got hurt against us and ended up not even playing against against Alabama, and they still won. So I'm interested to see that. But, y'all, Tennessee as a whole, this whole program, right? I feel like we're in a weird spot as a program. The ladies basketball team playing okay, right? They're losing games they shouldn't lose. The men's basketball team losing games they shouldn't lose. Football this year, very mid. Like, I want to kind of start off the night. Like, do we think that we're in the middle of kind of like there's a bigger issue than coaches at this point?
I don't know if I'd go that far yet. I mean, you look back at 2022, and basketball team was pretty good. Football team was obviously great. And then the baseball team, they made it to Omaha. That's probably the best team we've ever had. So, and that was just 2 years ago or 3 years ago now. So I wouldn't go that far yet. I do think that we're in kind of like a low point, though. And it could go even worse from here, or it could get even better from here. But before we start doing like crazy things like calling for Danny White's head, I think we need to see it get a little bit worse before we do that.
I just think it's a harder time to establish programs now, because what you have this year doesn't mean that's what you're going to have next year with the portal and everything like that. So I don't think it's a program issue. I just think it's the state of the NCAA right now, athletics. Like, I think it's just a harder time than ever to build up programs year in and year out.
I can both agree and disagree with that. I think it is more difficult to sustain if your focus is on uh, developing and bringing in homegrown players. But I think it's easier than ever to get to close to the top if you're willing to pay for it.
I find myself like in this middle portion where it's like, did this athletic department peak too soon? Like at its top, right? No one thought that the entire year of 2022 was going to go the way it went. Like nobody. As far as what the men's football team, the men's basketball team was able to do. They're coming off an SEC championship. Then they get to, I think that was the season we got to the tournament in 2023. Did not finish the way we thought it was going to finish. And then football peaks like unbelievably early, right? 10-2 season. Shouldn't have lost to South Carolina that season. We're talking an 11-1 year in the college football playoff, right? Year 2, Josh Heupel. You know, the Lady Vols were going through it at that time. Kim Caldwell wasn't here. We still had Kelly Harper, right? It was in that weird time where she was kind of trying to figure herself out. Tony V was on the climb of his life. But now Tony V's gone, right? Kim is in year 2. And she's doing great things. Like, don't hear me say she's not. I just don't know if that style, and so you can speak to that. I just don't know if that style of basketball is like the longevity of that. Like, I'm not quite sure that we can build a program based on that style.
No, I agree 100%. I feel like I said that probably last year. I just don't think you can win a national championship pressing. Not everyone is going to turn the ball over 30 times like we made Stanford do a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's chaotic to watch. I mean, I hate watching it. At the same time, it is fun to watch.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like everything I hate, and you're going to hate this comment, but it's like everything I hate about watching Joker play. The complete opposite. Joker is a bucket, but it is the ugliest bucket I've ever seen in my life. This man will drop 39 on you and literally not even be sweating. Like it's
but look
crazy.
at the shape,
man. Literally, bro. And the whole time, every bucket that go in, he gets like his face gets way more and more mad the entire game. He's like, I just want to go ride my horses. like you know what I'm saying? So, hey, clout on your head, Sel. He said, "Sell with the Pavia headphones."
Hey, Corey headphones back in style. I don't know if you're keeping up with the trends, but really though. I'm Mr. Krabs. I'm just waiting for Christmas to come to get this new mic.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back. So
turn me up.
Just wait on it.
Turn me up, man. Hey, y'all, obviously we're about to dive in a little bit to some of our points we got for tonight. Did y'all think Jake was entering the portal as soon as he did? Or did y'all think he was going to wait till after bowl season?
I knew he was going.
I think we all knew he was gone, but I didn't know. I just didn't know when.
Yeah. As soon as Joey said he was playing, I knew it was right.
It was over with.
I mean, it's not like, in my opinion, it's not like it was likely that Joey was going to sit. We're being honest. Like,
yeah, I never felt like Joey wasn't going to play, right?
Yeah, it's not like he's a high draft pick or anything like that. So,
I mean, why would you wait?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like he just going back to he going to Kennesaw State probably with Jerry Mack. Like, he got to go somewhere where he's familiar because his film is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the hard part for a guy like Jake Merklinger hitting the portal when you did. It's like the film they're going to look at, bro, is your high school film because your college film is bad.
Right.
And they can say, hey, it was a product of the offense. You know, that's not who he is. Y'all, I said it earlier in the Straight Up Direct today, like, in the snaps he got, like, he should have almost been embarrassed. Like, it wasn't good at any point, bro. Like, any point he stepped on the field, we all was like, bro, if this man started the year as QB1, And I said this, I was like, bro, I don't think we won 4 games, bro. I'm serious. Like, we would have been looking like Florida this year, straight up.
So what do you think Heupel would have done if Joey was to have sit out? Who do you think he would have went with?
Probably Jake, right? Am I tripping?
I think, to me, that doesn't make sense because if you know you're wanting to bring George back instead of Jake, why not go ahead and let George take the ring?
No, I agree with you. I think you should have played George. I would hope that he did what he did with Nico, right? When Joe sat out the Cheez-It Bowl, Nico played, right? Like, I would hope that was going to be the thing, but everybody knew. I just don't think there was a world Joey Aguilar wasn't going to play in this game. You know what I mean? So with the Jake transfer, the Legend Bay thing, that was weird, bro. Like, that whole situation was like, I'm kind of cool that it happened now because I'm like, had he been on campus, bro, it would have just been more drama surrounding the program, bro. Like, yeah, nah. I would have been cool without that, 100%. And I'm glad that it's not happening. Somebody said that the Legend Bay drama is making Boo Carter on one of the comments. So it said Legend Bay's drama is making Boo Carter look like a saint. I said, can I get some of what you smoking?
Yeah.
Because this ain't even the same, bro. Like, what they say, this and that, they are not the same, bro. Like, this is not the same situation, bro. Boo Carter saying, go ahead, see.
I was gonna say it's making Boo's mama look better because I mean, as off the handle as she sometimes was on Twitter, she was just sticking up for her son. She wasn't trying to force him to go to a school he didn't want to go to. But as far as Legend versus Boo, Legend didn't do anything wrong, really. I mean, he wanted to go to a different school and was forced to sign a commitment letter that he didn't want to sign. That's messed up, and Tennessee did the right thing and let him out of that commitment because we don't want any more people here that don't want to be here, and two, that's just weird on all levels.
Yeah, and I even go a little further though, and like I'm just thinking, and like y'all, some of y'all don't understand this. I say some of y'all, it's just 2 of y'all. 2 of us black, 2 of us white. Sel can talk about this. Sometimes, bro, them black mamas, bro, I'm telling y'all, they really do be knowing the best. And like when I was that age, I'd be like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm doing this. Boy, I wish I would have listened sometimes. Like, because it's like I think that they were trying to make a decision based off of a lot of different things. The thing about Legend right now is y'all like, what is he gonna play? He's not playing quarterback. So it's like, is he going to be a running back? Like, is he going to play receiver? Like, that's the part for me, for him, that I'm worried about up there. It's like, brother, you're nice. You're good. But, dude, there's going to be that after they keep recruiting all these 5-star receivers, like, bro, where are you going to be on the depth chart? That's my concern for him. But, again, not my problem.
I know when he signed to go to OSU, he was supposed to play receiver. And then it looked like he was heavy on OSU. And then Brian Hartline went to South Florida the day he was supposed to sign his commitment. So I don't know if that played a role in it, but at the same time, I wouldn't think Hartline would make a big deal if you're playing running back. But
exactly.
I don't know.
Boys, let's talk about it, man. Obviously, we talked about Jake leaving. Brendan Sorsby's the kind of the hot topic right now for Tennessee. Before we dive into all of that, C2, let's kind of talk about what you have for by the numbers right here about the legend of the quarterback in the transfer portal. This is a huge thing, bro, because a lot of people have been fighting with me on YouTube the last 2 weeks about why we need to play Fazion, why we need to play George, and y'all, I would love to see that happen. But I'm just speaking from existence, and we're going to get into these numbers right now so you can see firsthand. The transfer portal quarterback is what you need. It's not even almost what you want anymore. Like, you have to have it because experience triumphs talent in many different times, bro. But not always. There's some guys that are way more talented that need to just be on the football field. But quarterback, what do we always say on this channel? Quarterback is not a position that I care about talent. It is not. It is not a position that I care about how talented you are. Because if you would have told me 2 seasons ago that Joey Aguilar was going to come in and throw for 3,000 yards in the SEC after being in the system for 3 months before his first game and do what he did, I would say you're an idiot. I would literally say you have lost your mind. But guess what? What did Joey have, y'all?
Experience.
C2. Let's go.
Yeah, so this was born out of people in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, like AJ said, stop buying the McFlurries. The machine's always broken anyway.
It is.
And get in our Discord where the machine's never broken. We always got something for you. But people were talking about whether or not we should start Fazion, whether or not we should get a transfer quarterback. And I was curious. So I wanted to go back and look at the numbers. Just a little bit of preface. These numbers are only since the free transfer rule went into effect in April 2021. So these numbers, other than my 2 fun facts, are only since that. So with that in mind, let's get into it. Fun fact number 1 was 6 of the last 9 quarterbacks to win the Heisman. These were all in the college football playoff era, were transfers. So that's a lot of transfer Heismans. All right. So looking at everything since the 2021 rule, since the one-time transfer rule went into effect where you can transfer once and you don't have to sit out a year, 15 of the 36 teams in the college football playoff have or will have, counting this year, started a transfer quarterback for their team. And when I say started, I don't mean he just played one game. I mean, he was their main guy throughout the season, throughout the playoffs. Those teams account for 14 of 20 wins in the college football playoffs. So that's 70% of those wins. 5 of the 8 semifinalist teams were starting a transfer quarterback, and 3 of the last 4 national champions were starting a transfer quarterback as well. Fun fact number 2, if we expand it past quarterback, 7 of the last 12 Heisman winners in the college football playoff era were transfers, counting Travis Hunter last year, obviously. So looking just at 2024, I'm going to look at 2024 and then we'll look at this year. 2024, as you know, is first year of the 12 teams being in the playoffs. 11 of the final CFP top 25 teams were starting a transfer quarterback. I bring up the freshmen here only because if we roll into next year and we don't get a transfer quarterback, we're either starting a redshirt freshman in GMAC or a true freshman in Fazion. Only 3 teams that were in the top 25 last year started a freshman or redshirt freshman. 2 of those teams made the playoffs and both lost in their first game. Obviously, that's one of those teams is us. The other one was Arizona State with Sam Leavitt. Now, 5 of the 12 college football playoff teams started a transfer quarterback last year, and they won 9 of the 11 college football playoff games that were played. 3 of the 4 quarterfinal teams and both semifinal teams had a transfer at quarterback, and obviously Will Howard, being the national champion with Ohio State, was a transfer quarterback.
And he was not even great at Kansas State, bro. Like, he was so mid, y'all. But what it takes is a little bit of juice around you. And he had every weapon in the world in 2024, bro.
Yep. And I'm going to jump in on what you're bringing up there in just a second as well. Looking back at some of these. So this year, transfer versus homegrown. Again, we're looking at either starting a redshirt freshman, a freshman, or starting a transfer quarterback. 13 of the final college football playoff top 25 teams had a transfer quarterback as their starter. And just as a reminder, we were not one of those top 25 teams. So this isn't even counting what Joey did for us as a transfer quarterback coming in. 6 of 12 college football playoff teams will be starting a transfer at quarterback. 4 of those 6 have home field advantage. And obviously Indiana has a bye with their transfer quarterback. The Heisman winner was, again, a transfer quarterback. 12 of the final college football playoff top 25 teams have a homegrown player as a starter. Of those, 6 have a freshman or redshirt freshman starting. Only 2 of those are in the college football playoff. 1 is Ohio State. The other is Texas Tech. And technically, their redshirt freshman that's starting was their second string quarterback, but their starter got injured, so they're rolling with him in the college football playoff. 6 of the 12 college football playoff teams will be starting a homegrown player. 3 of the 6 have first-round buys. You may look at that and think, hey, that's great news. But looking at last year, not a single one of the teams that had a first-round bye won, if I remember correctly. And I think I do. I'll have to go back and look, though.
Well, I'll even say this, C2. Julian Sand at Ohio State, he was a transfer.
Yeah, I didn't really count him, though, because he didn't actually, play.
He didn't, but he still was a transfer.
Yeah, I just didn't count him because he didn't play. But, yeah, if you wanted to count him, then it's 7 of 12 were transfers and 14 of the top 25. I didn't want to try and skew the numbers in the favor of the point I'm going to be making here in a second, though. But the other 3 of those 6, only one of them has a home game. The other 2 are on the road playing against some pretty stiff competition. James Madison's obviously going to get destroyed by Oregon unless something absolutely bonkers happens. And then Miami's got to play Texas A&M on the road, so that's going to be tough as well. To your point, though, Ruck, on quarterback not being the most important to have the most talent in, looking at the last 5 national championship teams, you've got Will Howard for Ohio State, who, I mean, obviously he's talented. He's playing D1 football, but as far as D1 quarterbacks go, not the most talented guy in the world. JJ McCarthy, we're seeing what's happening to him in the NFL. Again, not the most talented guy in the world. Stetson Bennett for 2 years, not the most talented guy in the world.
He couldn't stay off that yak.
Correct. And you have to go all the way back to 2020 with Mac Jones, who honestly I didn't think was that good in college, but obviously he's lighting it up in the pros. So you got to give him his flowers there. It really comes down to, do we want to be a college football playoff team next year? Do we want to be a contender next year? Because if we do, all the numbers point to us needing to get a transfer quarterback in. If we are okay having a down year and making a halfway decent bowl game, roll Fazion out there, give him a year to develop, and, we just all have to accept that 2026 is more than likely going to be a rough year unless Fazion comes out and is one of the most incredible quarterbacks we've ever seen, and our coaching staff upgrades that we've made really work out in our favor in year 1. That's a lot of stuff to hope to happen that just statistically isn't likely. So, again, I'm not arguing for one thing or the other, but if we want to win next year, bring in a transfer quarterback. If we're okay not winning next year, roll Fazion out there or GMAC out there if he miraculously puts on some sort of weight.
I had somebody say on the video today that weight don't mean anything. Look at Marcel Reed at Texas A&M. I said, yeah, Marcel Reed is 6'. He's 6'1" as well.
Right.
Like 6'1", 185 looks a whole lot different than 6'6", 185.
Right.
And he can run away. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how fast y'all think GMAC is, but he's not Marcel Reed fast.
No. Marcel Reed run like somebody chasing him with a 9. Literally. He just be like, he got that straight crackhead strength, bro. Like straight crackhead speed, bro.
So who's like, not even Tennessee, I'm talking about in all of NCAA. Who's the last true freshman quarterback that had an instant impact that you can think of off the top of the head? I can't think of one.
Instant impact, true freshman?
Yeah.
Boy.
Trevor at Clemson?
Yeah, like Trevor Lawrence.
Might be Trevor Lawrence, yeah.
Deshaun Watson, too. I mean, that whole Clemson era was nasty work, right? Yeah. Like, the thing about Bama, Bryce didn't start as a freshman.
Mm-mm.
He sat a year. So
Jalen at Bama, Jalen Hurts, he started as a freshman,
but he never won a natty.
Right.
So like, I'm just thinking about that. Like Trevor Lawrence didn't win a natty his freshman year, but he won one.
Right.
My mind was going all the way back to Tebow days, and he didn't play either. He just came in on 4th downs.
Right, he did, because it was him and Chris Leak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, it honestly might be Trevor Lawrence.
Deshaun didn't even play most of the games his freshman year. He only played 8.
Who'd he sit behind? Taj Boyd? Had to be, right?
They had, well, I think that was the year he got injured. Maybe.
Yeah, and he had to play.
Yeah, I remember that interview with Taj Boyd, and he was studying.
He had all them white girls in a row.
It was snowing. He wasn't getting no homework done. He was trying to stay warm in the snow.
Yeah. Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
No, they had him sitting behind Cole Stout.
I don't
Whoever
even know
the
who
heck
that
is. Exactly.
I don't even remember who that was. Hey, Deshaun Watson was one of the best college quarterbacks in that era, bro. He was a freak.
Bro, every time those lists come out, it's pure rage bait.
Oh, terrible. Terrible. Like, people don't even mention Tyler Bray. Not Tyler Bray. People don't mention.
You would, though.
I would. See, Bray. Tyler Bray was cold, bro. I saw Tyler Bray to Cordero Patterson play the other night, and I was like, bro, y'all cannot tell me that offense played crazy, bro. We could not stop a cold, but we could score, bro. That team was scoring points, bro. God, that was so much fun. We were so bad on defense, but we could score. But nobody mentions Deshaun Watson. Nobody mentions Trevor Lawrence, bro. As far as in college, bro, he was a problem, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you even go back, even in that era, like I think the 2010s, though, it wasn't the like 2010 to 2020. If y'all really think back, it really wasn't like a quarterback era, bro. It was an era of running backs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, think about it. Like Todd Gurley, Derrick Henry, like
Travis Etienne.
Yeah, Travis Etienne. Like it was such a running back dominant era that, like, I think that's probably why the quarterbacks of that era get overshadowed, because now we're back into a quarterback era, right? Like everybody talks about the quarterbacks all again. And I think it's a sneaky wide receiver era too, right?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, but nobody talks about the quarterbacks from that era, and some of them are the ones still starting in the NFL, literally. So, you know, Deshaun Watson never gets in trouble, never has that ACL injury. Like, he probably top 5 in the NFL right now. Straight up. I totally think that. But aside from all of that, you know, going back to what you were saying, C2, I thought that Josh Heupel made a home run hire in Jim Knowles because he knew he had to win this year. You don't hire a guy like this to come in and make an impact instantly and then just roll out GMAC or Fazion. Just like, all right, let's see what happens. Like, and I'm not saying that that's what you were saying, but I'm saying for everybody out there that's like, no, play George. I'm like, y'all, that's going to look worse than 24. Not because George can't, not because he can't, bro. That's not what I'm saying. Not because Fazion can't. Y'all, we had a unanimous 5-star quarterback that didn't throw for 2,600 yards. He couldn't throw more than 20 touchdowns. He couldn't even push the ball down the field 30 plus yards, but less than 10 times in a season. Y'all, like we saw what that was like. Mm-hmm. Do we want to be the turnaround and handoff merchants, or do we want to see what we saw this past season? Right? Like,
I'll take a blend of half and half.
I wouldn't mind us running the ball more in some key situations, to be honest with you. But regardless, the last time Tennessee started, like, we have not before Nico, we have not really started any like freshman or redshirt freshman quarterbacks unless you go back to like
Eric Ainge and Brent Schaefer in 04.
Brent Schaefer and Eric Ainge, yeah. And then, I mean, Dobbs was a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, but he wasn't the starter at the beginning of that season, was he?
No, Worley was.
Yeah.
And then Worley was trash, and Dobbs came in and took that thing away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I still blame Justin Worley.
We still started Worley for 7 games.
Yeah, we did, because Butch couldn't think straight. Bro, I still blame Worley for that season, bro. That whole season was ruined on the 3rd game against Florida when we lost 10-9, bro. That was Justin Worley's fault, 100%. We were in the red zone 4 drives and didn't even we got 3 field goals and 4 drives. That's terrible, bro. That sound like 2024 Tennessee, though. Straight up. We was in the red zone a lot last year.
For real.
Boy, that boy Nico couldn't hit that in the end zone at all, boy.
Yeah.
Let's see, man. Chat going crazy. My man Ryan's back in. He says, "What's good, straight up fam? I hope we are out here tampering with all the secondary talent that's out here in the portal. I don't care if they got felonies or not. Get them signed, coach."
If they got felonies, they can stay where they at.
Nah,
They can go to Georgia for that.
Nah, I need them in Knoxville.
family. I got family in Knoxville. I don't want anybody driving 105 down 40.
Hey, you can drive 105 down 40 as long as you land in at Neyland Stadium. Land at Neyland. And if you get pulled over, you already know they got you, man. They got you. You good. You good, brother. I need convicted felons, not like I need search warrants.
Well, Aaron Hernandez playing, bro.
No, but for real, bro. I mean, dude, Georgia been in every time Georgia got something crazy going on, they always get to the natty, bro. So if the recipe is a felony, count me in.
They got NIL money. They could get a good lawyer.
I'm just messing, y'all. That's wild. That's a wild take. That's getting clipped. I already know. Clout says, imagine if Trevor would have came to UT. Bro, Butch couldn't seal the deal, dude. Butch couldn't seal the deal. You know what he wanted, Clout? He wanted Jarrett Garantano. And I love JG now. All this content. I loved him when he was here. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. Clout says he should have been involved. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence, definitely. It was between us and Clemson. And ultimately we took Jarrett Garantano. Lil Clout says we got to put the house on black. Who's black? What are you
He's a
talking
black quarterback. I agree. Hey, we can get another Hendon. I'm just saying.
Hey. Ryan says that boy Worley. Yeah. Justin Worley had one of the prettiest deep ball throws in the world, but you never knew where it was going. Boy, that thing be in the air for 35 seconds. You're like, oh, pick. Oh, pick. That's just what it was, bro. That's how it was every single game. One name, we're not going to expound on this. If I'm going to say win, guys, because it doesn't seem great for Joey to come back, right? Like, it just doesn't. There's nothing screams like positivity about the situation. Joey even said in the media availability earlier this week, we'll just see what happens. Like, that lets you know that there's just not a lot of good around it. And for me, y'all, I said this earlier on the Straight Up and Direct. I said, if the expense of Joey not coming back is Diego Pavia not coming back, I'm cool with it. You feel me? Like, it is what it is. So, but if you could have one guy in the portal right now, or potentially in the portal in the future, name the one guy you would want to be the quarterback of the Tennessee Volunteers in 2026.
I know all the smoke is around Brendan Sorsby and Sam Leavitt, but there's also another quarterback that just hit the portal, and I don't think that we're going to have any chance because I think he's going to follow his coach, but it's Drew Mestemaker from North Texas. Because if you look at that offense, it's a lot like Hype's in a way that it's timing routes, it's options. I feel like he could cook here, but obviously I think he's going to Oklahoma State.
Yeah, and they're so bad.
Yeah.
Like why? Anyways, y'all,
Can
who
I
else?
ask y'all a question?
Yep.
Before I give y'all my answer.
Yep.
How in Sam hell is DJ Lagway the second-rated quarterback in the portal by 24/7 Sports?
It's a name, bro.
How? Have they not watched? I don't know,
They sure
any
have.
of Florida?
They sure have.
But for me, it's got to be, as far as quarterbacks I actually know anything about, it's got to be Sorsby or Leavitt. I don't want anything to do with DJ Lagway, if I'm being honest with you. Dylan Raiola has been okay at Nebraska, but he's also
I don't want that.
He's also just suffered a major injury.
Y'all don't want Patrick Mahomes?
And he's a cornball.
He is a cornball. But hey, so was Indiana's quarterback, Mendoza, and he won the Heisman. So,
bro, I'm gonna just say this, and this is not for me. This should not get me canceled. But
I'm scared.
I'm not saying
I'm
it.
worried.
I'm not saying it. Y'all keep going.
But the only other two 4-star quarterbacks that are in the portal are Kenny Minchie, who I know nothing about from Notre Dame, and Aiden Childs from Michigan State, who, if you couldn't win the starting job at Michigan State this year, I don't know, bro.
I am actually going to say Aiden Childs. If you don't know, Aiden Childs has a lot of the same exact qualities Hendon Hooker had. Played behind a guy that he was better. That was pure coaching. But he also wasn't as good as he was because the coaching wasn't that great at that position. I think Hendon Hooker, you saw the elevation, even when he got to Knoxville in 2021. And we watched that. Everybody watched that orange and white game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That man was throwing the ball in the second row every play. Like, he couldn't hit anybody. But he got in that Pittsburgh game, got his feet wet, kept getting more influential and getting more flow in the offense. Like, Aiden Childs has a lot of those same characteristics. Big arm, way bigger arm than Hendon has. Big arm, just the same type of speed as Hendon. That's one that I'd take. Now, the problem is he's young. So, like, I don't think you want a guy. That's my problem for me. I think with like not Sorsby, but like with Lagway, Raiola, them kids are young, bro. Like, they want to come in and play for the next 2 years, and like, we don't got time for that. Like, we got time for one and dones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to bring this up. Clout says this, playing devil's advocate, but what do you think about DJ Lagway at UT? And I said this earlier, y'all. DJ Lagway could not score a point on our trash defense. That's all I got to say.
At home.
That's all I have to say. He couldn't score a point against our defense, bro.
And he's a running quarterback. Do you know how many yards and points we gave up to running quarterbacks this year?
A lot.
And DJ, I know he also likes to throw, but he couldn't score on us. Not once. At home?
And he said, Clout says, I know he struggled and threw a lot of interceptions, but I think Lagway could develop a lot in Hype's offense. It's not an offense that you can develop. Like,
yeah,
like what I'm not that you can't develop, but like not at Lagway's pace. Lagway's a true sophomore and has experience under Billy Napier. That's
right.
These concepts and things that Heupel are going to throw at guys, man, like, you almost have to be in the system for an entire year before you understand it, unless you're Joey Aguilar, you're Hendon Hooker. You've seen these concepts. You've played at different schools, right? Like, you've seen these things. So that's my thing. Even Sven, my man Sven, my Mississippi State Sven, my boy says Lagway's just a bad quarterback. And and I think that 2023 class, y'all, was just such a 23 and 24. Like, the quarterback classes have just been
garbage.
And it's because of the portal, though, man. Sale was just talking about it. Like, the portal has literally made college sports almost too easy in a way. Like, I was talking to a guy yesterday at the Tennessee basketball game, which we'll dive into that and then we'll wrap up. But I was talking to a guy. He has a really good friend. He is a really good friend of LSU's head coach, Matt McMahon. Matt, if y'all don't know, Matt coached at Oak Ridge in Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. And so he's now the head coach at LSU. And he was talking about his roster, basketball, not football, by the way, talking about his basketball roster, and talked about how last season he went for like just the best players he could get, throwing money at the best players. And he realized that's not the way that we're going to win. You throw all your eggs at one guy and you build around him. So that's the best team. Look at it. Look at BYU. AJ DeBansta. They said, I'm going to give you $8 million, bro. And he is killing. Boozer. They said, hey, Cam, bro, what do you need? Like, what is it going to take? Well, it's going to take this much, and I'll get my brother a scholarship. Killing, right? Darian Peterson at Kansas. Like all of these people, bro. Ryan Conwell at Louisville last night. He killed Tennessee last night. I don't care if we won by 20. Conwell was killing. Pat Kelsey paid him a bag. So, like, what I'm saying is, what we have to do is, if we're serious and we want to win football games, it's not throw all your eggs in one basket, but put as many of those eggs as you can in that basket and build around it, bro. Defensively too. Like, we know what position on our defense is the worst.
Safety.
Throw the bag at everybody at that position, because it will because in Jim Knowles' defense, if y'all don't know this, the safeties are calling the shots, bro. The linebackers ain't calling calls in this defense. It's this is a safety-led defense. Andre Turrentine could never. And Dre, I have nothing against Dre, man. Like, it is. I'm glad it's over, though. I mean, I'm gonna say that I'm glad it's over. But we got to go get some dogs. Jordan Castile from Florida hit the portal. I need him. I need him bad. So
here's the last thing I'll say on the whole Lagway thing. If Lagway is the best we can get in the transfer portal, just roll with GMAC or Fazion, because the results, win-losses next year will be the exact same as if you roll with them. That doesn't make any sense to do that, in my opinion.
Yeah, let me answer this from Sven. He said, but what about Heupel recruits a good quarterback and develop him? Never seen from him. Well, let me explain that for you real quick, Sven. Every quarterback that's come into the system, we've only had one true freshman in Nico Iamaleava, did not have a great year. He didn't give us we don't know what he was going to be like year two in this offense. We don't know because we didn't get to see it. So when you talk about recruiting a good quarterback and developing him, we haven't seen that. And I think it's because of the drama we had surrounding. But we're going to see it here soon with Fazion or GMAC, whichever one it is. We'll see. But I can tell you that Heupel has brought in 3 now transfer quarterbacks, and he's gotten 2 of them to the NFL.
I'm also going to disagree with Heupel having never done that when not at Tennessee, he hasn't, but he recruited Dylan Gabriel to UCF, developed him his first 3 years. He went on to Oregon and then the NFL. So, I mean, unless we're giving Oregon credit for all of Dylan Gabriel's success and all of his development, Heupel has recruited and developed quarterbacks before.
And if you want me to go back even further, he recruited Drew Lock at Missouri, and Drew Lock was that boy was like that. He had that little celly when he put the backpack on. Yeah, he was tough. Drew Lock was tough. And Heupel recruited and developed him, and he played in the league for years. He's still in the NFL. He just don't play, but he's still there. So, look, I Bleed Orange says, Mississippi State fan in here criticizing Heupel. Worry about making a bowl game. Uh-oh. See, I did not start it. It wasn't me. See, this is what
either.
My Tennessee fans, boy, I'm telling you, boy, they come in defending us, boy. I'm trying to tell you. It's what they do. Y'all, let's talk a little bit about last night, man. What in the world what happened in Thompson Bowling Arena last night?
That was the type of brand of basketball I can get behind.
You know what I liked about it, man? Yes, they fed the post, and yes, we were killing them inside. They didn't have a post guy that could really defend really anybody. I still got a problem. I still got a major problem. And everybody giving him his props, talking about, oh, he doing this. Y'all, I don't care if you can catch a lob from the first row. Felix Akpar, you 7 foot. You played 31 minutes last night and had 2 rebounds. That's not going to win us That's not going to win us an SEC championship, bro. I'm sorry. Your 8 points is not going to win us an SEC championship when you got 2 rebounds. We had guys play 15 less minutes and are 6 inches shorter than you, have 4 rebounds, 5 rebounds, and then Nate Amen is 2 inches shorter than you and had 7. You had 2. That's not okay, y'all. I'm sorry. That's not okay. Like, that's not going to win us no game. When we get the league play, bruh. Now, the positives. Dwayne Brown is the best. Like, yes, play him. He didn't score a point, but guess what? He was on them boards. hustle plays, defensively, getting blocks. Cade Phillips was just kind of getting pushed around, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I like Cade, but I think D Brown can score. He just didn't have to last night. He didn't have to because he played 3 minutes and then here comes Jalen Carey to go get buckets, right? Sale, what did you think overall about the basketball game? Did you like the guard play finally? Did you see a little bit of something from Berg there in that back half of the first half into the second half that kind of made you say, okay, he can? Because if y'all don't know, Sale and Ethan Berg kind of got beef right now.
No, that's no beef. It's just we 10 games in and he still ain't show me nothing. But I was texting you about this during the game. Honestly, this is something we should try because most of the time throughout the season, Gillespie's running the 2. Gillespie's running the 1 and Berg is running the 2, playing more so as a shooting guard. I'm pretty sure when Berg came in, though, he came in as a point guard.
Yes.
Most of the time, it's Gillespie running the 1, and if we need a backup point, Boswell's bringing it up. Nate Ament brings it up. Yesterday, what I saw from Berg, and you can see it too, it's that European-style type of ball. Let him bring the ball up and let Gillespie come off the screens and everything. I mean, he's our best scorer anyway, so I don't know that's why that's the first time we've seen it. But I definitely think that's something that we should do down the line, especially if we're having trouble scoring. It's just let Berg run the 1 and let Gillespie. I can't pronounce his name for anything. Gillespie.
Yeah.
Gillespie. Let him come off the screens.
One thing that I liked offensively last night was, like you mentioned, when I honestly liked Berg and Jacoby in the game at the same time. Mm-hmm. I know they're smaller guards.
You just got to flip-flop it.
Bro, it spaced the floor out too because now you really got to put on-ball pressure on both of them. And if we turn it over, okay, we turn it over. But last night, we really held on to the ball. We took care of the basketball way more efficiently than we have the last 3 games. I saw a pin down for the first time all season, and you got a dang oop off of it. It's like, wow, Rick. and I know, Sel, you talked about this in the Houston game. We haven't been doing this, but now I think Barnes is seeing it. I'm seeing a bunch of high ball screens now.
I mean, you have to. When you got 2 bigs in the game, you kind of have to put them. Well, I mean, it's 2025. Pick and roll is basically 90% of basketball right now. So, I mean, if you're going to have 2 bigs in, you got to have them setting screens, especially when you got freak athletes like Felix. And when we had Cade Phillips, all of them are lob threats. You got to put them in the offense somehow because the only 2 that can create their own bucket is Carey and Estrella. Yeah. But I agree with what you were saying earlier. There's no reason why Felix should be playing over 30 minutes. Really, none of our bigs should be playing over 30 minutes. Like, they should all be 15 to 25 points, 25 minutes apiece. Personally, if it was my way, I would have Felix and Carey starting together because Felix is the anchor of our defense. And then Estrella can come off the bench, and so can Brown. Honestly, though, we should have over 25 boards just by 3 of our bigs every game. Like, it should be a competition between our bigs. Who's going to get double-digit rebounds first? Because Carey's going to put a body on you. You can't move that man. Estrella is an athletic 7 foot, and Felix can out-jump everybody in the gym. So there's no reason why everyone isn't averaging at least 7 boards.
Yeah, and I think, and maybe it's a minutes thing right now, trying to preserve JP. 9 minutes was not enough.
No.
And the impact he made in 9 minutes, I think it is a minutes restriction thing. It can't be anything else. It's like, I need him to stay healthy because when we get to conference play in literally 3 weeks, bro, it's on and popping. Like, it's go time. You're literally on the road at Arkansas, and then you come home and play Texas.
Yep.
It don't get easier.
I'm curious to see how long this brand of play stays, though. Like, we shot only 18 threes yesterday. I can't remember the last time we shot less than 20 threes. I mean, when you shoot that low, you better and make them. I mean, we shot almost 40% from 3. You do that and you shoot over 50% from the field, and then you only have 10 turnovers, you win the game.
You're gonna win the game. Deal, what'd you like the most? I guess both sides of the basketball floor, like defensively, we pressured them, man. Like, I felt like they it looked like vintage Rick Barnes with a little different spell on offense. And I hate to say that, like, I don't think Cade Phillips was the issue, but he does now provide more assets and more time to people who can actually put the ball in the hole.
Yeah. Yeah, defensively, I'm not sure if it's a half-court press or what we're doing, but we've been a lot more aggressive on defense. And I know that's been Barnes' kind of bread and butter through the years, but it's felt like we kind of stepped back off that. I've been liking the more aggressive approach. And then offensively, I mean, y'all hit pretty much everything that I thought, but I will say free throws are still an issue. And for us to have that problem going into league play, it's not going to be good for us. I mean, when we get those 3 points at the strike, we got to make the most of it.
You got to. Tennessee now, I mean, gosh, you're kind of in that Christmas stretch right now. You got a game on Sunday, I believe. We got Gardner-Webb, and then we turn around after the Christmas holiday on Tuesday, December 30th. We have South Carolina State. And then, boys, we turn into SEC play, man. It gets real busy. Tennessee plays at Arkansas on January 3rd, and then we come home on that following Tuesday, and we get Texas. And then on January 10th, we are at Florida, who is struggling. That's a basketball team that is struggling, but they've also got the number 3 strength of schedule in the country. So they tested. And once they get to league play, I can promise you they're going to turn it around.
If I was a betting man, no. I don't think we're going to play the same way we did yesterday in the future. And I'm not talking about that we can't. I just don't see us shooting less than 23s. And I mean, we haven't fed the post like we have before yesterday since Grant, like intentionally looking to feed the post. So
intentional.
If you play, that's my style of brand, inside out, push it on defense. We had 20 fast break points yesterday. I mean, that's easy points, easy way to win. But I just don't think that that's something Barnes is going to enforce consistently from here on out.
I agree.
What do y'all need to see, those of you who know ball, because I don't, what do y'all need to see in these next 2 games before we get into league play? Because the schedule not only gets harder, obviously, but you also end up playing like multiple times a week there for a bit.
Yeah, so I'll let you go right after that. I only have one thing. I need the rotation to shrink. Big time. God, we playing way too many guys. And it's not like you don't, because you want to see them, but like, bro, we have to start nailing down rotations, because we can't be subbing in a freshman for a senior with 3 minutes left in the game against Kentucky at Rupp Arena. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, we have to nail those down situationally and like actual facts. Like, what are the guys that are going to help us win games?
Jacoby is obviously made it clear that he is our go-to guy. He's going to get you close to 20 every game. There's no question there. One of our bigs needs to be flirting with the double-double every game. More than likely, that's going to be Carey, if not him. Depending on the matchups, it could be Felix, it could be Estrella. Me personally, I like it when there's a consistent big, kind of forming an identity. Who knows how that would be, because we didn't know who we were until doggone March last year.
Yeah.
And then I need Abram to get 15 minutes. I like that kid a lot.
I do too.
And then Nate Ament, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do, buddy, because I'm not buying stock yet. You still gotta show me something. I just need him to learn how to adjust the play. Like yesterday, Louisville was putting shorter guys on him. They were underneath him, so it's harder to put on the floor. If that's the case, go get in the short mid-range. Go get on the block, post them up where you only need 1 to 2 dribbles. If you get someone tall and lanky like you did, go play on the wing, because you're not going to worry about them getting underneath you stealing the ball or getting better leverage on you. I just need you to figure out how to play to your matchup. But he's got to show me some more consistency. And then if he does that, we got a big 3 between one of our bigs, Jacoby and Nate Ament. And if you have a big 3 and an X factor, you win every game.
That's what we need. We need to, like you said, we need to solidify our identity now. If we do it now, we won't be sitting here again saying, who's our guy in March? Like how we made it to March last year and still had no guy that was a consistent just killer was crazy. And you made it to the Elite 8 again. What could happen if you really solidify 2-3 guys, man, that like getting you buckets and can get them at any point? We're going to run action just for these guys. I would love to see it. And I think it can happen, but I think Barnes got to get out of his ways in order for it to happen. So, but y'all, man, it was a good night, man. Good night. And we'll be back next week with another live, man. We'll keep hitting you with some of the more some of the quick videos throughout the week, the straight up and directs. Might actually have one tomorrow. I have a great topic actually that I kind of want to dive into. So till then, boys, y'all got anything, man?
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Go Vols.
You already know, man. It's the boys, man. For my guy Dylan, for my guy Sel, for my guy C2, man. It's your boy Ruck in the building. And thank you guys again, man. Like, comment, subscribe, join the channel. We'll see you back live next week, but we'll see you back here on the channel for another Straight Up Direct later this week, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We out.